All right, here we go. We're going to get started. You guys, I am so excited for this call tonight because what we're going to be doing is we're going to be sharing a new system that we have. It's new to us. It's not new to Ali France. I'm going to give you a little bit of preface of what's going on here so that you guys have an understanding of what this is and why we're bringing it to the table. So, those of you that know me, you know, I'm really big on proof of concept. I'm like, there are so many great ideas, and I feel like we could chase and go left and right and run all over the place looking for something that's helpful. And I'm like, I need to see it in action. And if I see it in action and I know it works, that's when I'm like, okay, let's bring it to the team because I don't want to waste all your time running around in a wild goose chase trying to figure out systems that work for you. Now, I know that there's many of you that already have onboarding systems, you already have things in place. Guess what? You don't have to adopt this. You don't have to take it on. But when we talked about proof of concept, this is the system that Ali France created, or at least the bones of it are the system that Ali France created for her team. Now, she's going to not like me bragging on her, but I'm going to do it anyway. This girl came in and you guys saw what she did. And a big part of what she did was this system. She hasn't had a single personal brand partner, and the girls brought in a lot that hasn't come in and at least hit 700 club fast. She is notorious for helping people get their first wins within 72 hours. Because guess what? When you get that win, you get that paycheck within 72 hours, you get that person in motion. What happens? Right? They're like, okay, I think I like it. I think I like what's going on here. And so that's something that we've seen again and again. And of course, I think we're all just like, all right, Allie, what are you doing? What's your team doing? And she's got this system in place that she's been using. So she brings it to the table. And, it was made a couple years ago. There were some tweaks and changes that needed to be made. It needed to be adapted to Bravenly, and just like cleaned up and modernized a little bit. And that's where our beautiful friend, Kristen Manassian, came in. You guys, she just took this and she made it so bite-sized, so simple, so beautiful with her incredible aesthetics that it came together and it created something that is a very proven system, very simple, 7 days, right? And I'm going to let these ladies share a little bit more about that, but I just want you guys to get excited about what this is and the system that was created by these rock star leaders, right? I also want to say, I'm just going to give like a few little details about what's coming ahead before I pass it over to these girls that really they're the creators. I'd love to take credit, but I just kind of sat there as they were doing it and just like was like, yeah, that looks really good. I'm so excited, right? But I'm going to do an incentive because here's the thing. As you look at this system, yes, this is for the brand new brand partner coming in. Okay. This isn't about belly to belly build. It's not about any of that. There's a place for that. Hey, let's create some great systems for that too. But I know that one thing that we have when people come in is they say, oh my goodness, where do we even start? What do I do? And it feels like, even though Bravenly has been so incredible to provide so many resources, sometimes I feel like we just don't really know what direction to go. We need a little bit of narrowing, and that's what this does. And then this system is going to be great for helping the person that wants to launch on social media. 7 days of, hey, what do I do today? What do I do tomorrow? This system, when it's worked together, is going to allow this person to walk through these 7 days and they should have their first win. They should be launched. They should be active on social. They don't have to be great at social media or have a following. This is simplified and created for the average person. You guys, the brand new person coming in. So if you want to utilize this, it's something that you can use, right? This is something that you can use to launch your new person. But this is where I'm going to finish right here. But we want to do this system together with all of you. So how cool would it be, especially when a lot of us just came off August, where let's face it, I myself am guilty. I wasn't posting a lot, spending lots of family time. It was busy. But what if we all went through this 7 day system together? One, so we could learn it, right? So we could learn how to do this so we could help our brand partners with it and see if it's a good fit for your team and how you build. But also, if all of us are doing this, imagine the activity and the action that our teams will get in as we're going through this 7 day launch together. Now, obviously, as existing brand partners, there's going to be a few things in there because we're going to do it together. We're all going to do it. There's going to be a few things you'll have to tweak because, as an established brand partner, there's going to be a few things in there that you're going to have to switch. But you know what? If you need help with that, we can help you. I figure most of you can figure out how to go through this and make a few necessary tweaks so it fits your network. But I think this is going to be a really fun thing to do. every brand partner who wants to participate. We're going to have 10 days to do it. Okay. 7 days worth of stuff. And, so we got a few extra days if, you're traveling or something's going on. But we're going to have a grand prize, a prize. So you have the chance to win just by completing the 7 days. You can win a big of our sour green apple, which is super hard to come by now. And this is me loving you guys because I'm down to my last 2 bags. And this is like, all right, this is how much I believe in this system that I'm going to actually part with one of my last 2 green apples. And if you don't know how obsessed I am with Simple Modern, it's like it beats Stanley a million times over. So I'm going to send you a green apple colored Simple Modern. It's like a Stanley. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to stop there, you guys. This starts right away. Tomorrow, we are going to start the 7 days. I'm not going to go over any more details, but I want to pass it over to the woman that created it, right? This is her system, Ali France. So you know her, you love her. Ali, I cannot wait to hear from you, my friend.
Awesome. Hello, everybody. I am super excited about this, you guys. I kind of birthed this idea, if you would, probably 6 years ago. In my previous company, we did not have any guidance. We did not have any corporate onboarding. We didn't even have any corporate tools, you guys. Like, we didn't even have a corporate opportunity video. We had no corporate product videos. We had literally nothing, you guys, absolutely nothing. So anything that we wanted to create for our team to bring them in, we had to create ourselves. Okay. I am somebody who I have really great ideas, but I am not actually very technologically sophisticated, if you would. I'm actually quite challenged. So I'm like, I have all of this, you guys, but I have no idea how to put it in a document or a PDF or an ebook or whatever. So that's where Kristen came in, and it worked fabulous, where we were just like, okay, here's the info, boom, put it in an ebook. And she's like, okay, perfect, beautiful, done. So I'm super excited about this, you guys. This is something I've been using for 6+ years in my business. It has changed as social media changes over the years. I think that's something that we have to remember as well, you guys. If you're building a business on social media changes daily, okay? You have to get used to and learn to love change. It's just something that you have to do. So with that being said, just give this a chance. Just give this a shot. What you're doing might be working okay, but what if you could take a lot of that stress off your plate? What if you're like, I'm sending my new brand partners, 3 posts a day. I'm sending them all these tasks. I'm sending them on all these wild goose chases for all these tools and all these resources, and everything's all kind of scattered. We have all the information. We have all the tools. We have all the resources. But what if we just buttoned it up with a little bow on top and, and gave it to our brand partners so that they could follow along at their own pace? And guys, this, like Carly said, this isn't necessarily meant for people who are already here in Bravenly. But the reason that we're challenging you all to go through it is because you cannot teach somebody something that you did not learn yourself. Okay? You cannot teach somebody something that you did not learn yourself. The reason it is a must that you go through this before trying to use it with a brand partner is so that you actually know what you're teaching your new brand partner that's coming in. The reason that this is so simple is because I feel like a lot of people are afraid to lead with the business opportunity because they're terrified of what happens if somebody actually says yes. Then it's on you. Then it's like, this person's fate is in my hands. That what I do next determines their success in network marketing, right? That's our responsibility as their sponsor. We're bringing them in here. It's our job to plug them in. But what the heck do we plug them into? Where do we put them? What do we send them? All the things, right? The goal of this was to streamline that. So when we do get into momentum, you guys, because it's coming, we are not in momentum yet. If you think this is momentum, you're crazy. This is slow season, guys. This is not momentum. Momentum is when you have 10 new brand partners in your inbox every day saying, sign me up. How do I get started? Sign me up. How do I get started? And guess what? You are only one human being. You can only do so much. This is a great tool to make sure that nobody gets left behind, so that you can plug them in and everything is there for them. It's all broken down. It's very A, B, C, D, E, F, G. It's basically, you guys, network marketing, social building for dummies. I like to talk about those books, and my grandma had that Pilates for Dummies books. And I remember it from when I was a kid. So I always plug that into my brain when I talk about entrepreneurship. It's like, how can we dumb this down? Anybody on planet Earth could plug in and not have a single question and just get started. That's what we needed here for social media. Bravenly does such a fantastic job with the fundamentals of the company, with the fundamentals of how we get paid, how to build to senior brand partner, executive brand partner, director. Like, they have so many details, but the one thing that I feel we were missing was that social media nudge. And if you know me, you know I have built on social media 99.9% my entire 7.5 year career. I am not the sip and sample person. I got out of my box and just did 2 sip and samples in the last month, and it was like pulling teeth out for me. Okay, that's not my jam. That's not my thing. I really love social media, and I am really good at it. So I want to bring that and teach you guys how to do it too. So again, you can't teach somebody something that you did not learn yourself. That is why it is so important that even if you are a seasoned brand partner, you've been here since day one, just go through this. Go through this so that when you bring in a brand partner and you send this to them, you know what they're going through on day one. You know what they're going through on day two. You know what they're going through on day three. And you're able to walk through it with them. That way they feel supported. And if they have a question, you're going to know what they're talking about. It's super, super important that you guys are all on the same page. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is you hear a lot the terms, 80%ers, 15%ers, and 5%ers in the network marketing space. I'll talk about that really quickly here. So 80%ers, let me back up. 5%ers. 5%ers are basically the people who are going to come in, they're leaders, they're seasoned network marketers, they're absolute rock stars. You know for a fact they're going to make $1 million this year. They're going to hit the top rank in 3 months. The 5%ers that are just going to come in, give it their all, absolutely rock it. You know that this is like a career path for them, right? Then there's the 15%ers. The 15%ers are people who I like to say aggressively part-time, right? They're going to be, those executive directors, those senior executive directors, those vice presidents. A lot of our vice presidents, you guys, even some of our senior vice presidents, they're working part-time or full-time jobs along doing Bravenly. And so I call those people who are doing Bravenly part-time, not necessarily full-time. I call those people our 15%ers. They're still giving it way more than 50% on a daily basis. They're building a team. This is a career path for them. It's just not their only focus, right?
I have Zarini Mendez.
And then the 80%ers are people, and you know what? 80%ers are the most important part of our business. Hold on, guys. 80%ers are the most important part of our business. Okay. I call it the glue of network marketing. We cannot build businesses, you guys, without 80%ers. We can't. They are the glue of our organizations. People who just want to come in and get their products for free. People who just want to come in and make $500. People who just want to come in and make director and, maybe be able to skip a shift once a month. Those are our 80%ers, and those are the glue of network marketing. Okay, so the reason I'm explaining you guys this is because this 7-day launch that we're rolling out to you guys today, this is meant for the 80%ers. This is meant for an 80%er who has never made $1 in network marketing to be able to take this, plug right in, and have a win within 72 hours. When somebody joins a network marketing business, aka Bravenly, right? When somebody joins as a brand partner, our goal should be to get them a financial win. And let's get them a sale. Okay. We need to get these people a sale within 72 hours. If you get them a sale within 72 hours of them joining, it is proven that they are going to stick around long-term. If they miss that, okay, it could be other wins too. It doesn't necessarily have to be a sale, but if they miss that 72-hour threshold, that's when they start to get discouraged. So this launch is based around what activities can we get them plugged into immediately so we can get them a win within 72 hours, because it is so, so important, you guys. It is so important. So I'm going to go back to what I was talking about quickly before, and how people are sometimes nervous to talk about the business opportunity because they're scared to have somebody actually say yes. And they're like, I don't know what to do now. So like I said, this is basically lots of bits and pieces plugged into one little beautiful place that you can just plug them into, so that when people are coming in here one after another, it takes a little bit of the weight off of you. It doesn't replace you. You still are here for their support, their emotional support. You're still their sponsor. You're still here for the direction of them, okay? But this takes a little bit of the pressure off you, that you don't actually have to do the post. You don't actually have to do the instructions. You're here to support them, plug them in, and answer their questions along the way. This is going to make it much more streamlined, and it's going to take the guessing game out of what do I do next. I think that's the biggest holdup of why people don't talk about the business as much as they should, is because they're terrified. They don't actually know what to do if somebody said yes. So last thing that I'm going to talk about really quickly here, you guys, is consistency. Okay. One thing you're going to notice in this beautiful 7-day launch is there is a couple posts every single day. And then there's actually some action activity tasks, some income producing activities that you're going to be able to plug into, and your team's going to be able to plug into. You're going to notice something. Okay. These tasks are very, very repetitive. Okay, we did that on purpose because what is the definition of success? Finding something that works and doing it over and over and over and over and over and over again. That's why we made this repetitive, you guys. It's repetitive on purpose. It's so these people in their first 7 days, they get used to saying, oh, I have to message 5 people today. Maybe I should do that every single day. If I'm supposed to do it every day from day 1 through day 7, that's probably something pretty important that I should be doing on a daily basis throughout my business after this 7 days is over. And we might have something in the pipeline for a little bit longer than 7 days. We're kind of brainstorming some stuff on how to do like a 30-day social media challenge and things like that, just having some tidbits for them to be able to continue. But you guys, the goal of this is to get them into habit. Let's get them doing the same things over and over and over and over again. And also not just throwing up Bravenly all over their page just because they started a business. How many people who are like, oh, my brand partners do that all the time. All they do is they join and then that's all that they talk about. They're like word vomit Bravenly all over their page and then they burn out their audience and people get sick of them immediately. Okay, that's not our goal. Our goal is to humanize this opportunity and humanize the products that we are sharing, you guys. We need to influence people to try what we're doing, but we need to get them to know us, like us, and trust us first. So we can't just start by having them blow up their social medias and just vomit Bravenly all over everything. That's not the goal. So you'll notice in this launch, there's some non-Bravenly posts because a lot of times people who don't run a business on social media, they don't post every day, right? They're not consistently showing up. So their goal here is also to consistently get them showing up in their stories, in reels, in some live videos. There's some prompts in there that's almost like little challenges where if they want to step outside their comfort zone, they can. They don't have to, you guys. This is just a guideline to follow. Do what you can with what you're comfortable with while you're doing this 7-day business launch, but also go outside that comfort zone because you never know what you're going to find out there, right? So that's pretty much all I have, Miss Carly. I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Kristen, and she's going to go over a little bit more details about what we're doing over here.
Hey guys, hey guys. Well, first and foremost, I'm like making little notes that I don't forget to say some things, but I first of all just want to thank Allie for sharing this with us, you guys. The fact that Allie was just like, literally just throwing in our group chat just so much of her goodness into there, things that she shares with her team and just being so forthcoming. Thank you, Allie, for giving all of this information to us, because we all see that Allie is just blowing up here and we all are like, what is she doing? What is she doing? And she's just here's what I'm doing. I just don't know how to put it into something that's easy. And so thank you, Allie, for sharing this. And then also Carly, she's like belittling, of course, Carly, she's so humble. She's like, it's them, you guys, it's Carly. She has been seeing a need. We have talked about this for months and months and months and months about the need that has been, we've been working on ideas and this and that. And she's been so in front of it, trying to find the need. Do we want to take away from Bravenly Home? Absolutely not. That is not the plan by any means. But there was just a little bit of like how do we take that person and how do we like see what's working for the teams that are really in momentum and combine that and combine all these things. And so just so you know, Carly has been literally for months, we've been talking about this. And then finally she's like, well, Allie's, and then Allie just threw it all out there. And we're like, let's go, let's do this. And so thank you both. Y'all are amazing. Thank you for letting me kind of jump in and be a part of this as well. One of the things is I used to be a special education teacher. So I do have like a thing in me where I can like take all of this and like simplify it. And I think so many times people come in, and I always say this, it's like they're drinking out of a fire hose and they don't even know what to do. And we are so blessed with everything we have here at Bravenly. Our systems are everything, but we kind of wanted to take that fire hose and just kind of make it a garden hose to like drip, 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 so that people can come in and just give this like little template of like, okay, here's what I do. And so that's kind of what we want this to be for our newest person, so that they don't get this like overwhelm of, I got in all of these chats, I got in all of these groups, and I got on all of these things. And this is just something you can hand to them and say, okay, here's where we begin. And so we really, again, we're not taking away from anything Bravenly's doing. We're trying our best to incorporate what they are doing for us because we're so blessed. So I'm going to just kind of share it. Now, I will say, another reason that we really need you guys is I made mistakes in this, and I know someone's gonna message and be like, Carly, this link didn't work, or this didn't work. Like, it's not perfect right now. And I know that, right? I'm human. There's going to be mistakes in this. And so we really want you guys to work through every ounce of this to make sure that there's not a error in there or the links aren't broken. But also, the greatest thing is we own this now. And so we as a team can do like what Allie was saying. We can grow. This can be something we grow on, and we can only make better, which we're so excited about, because this is just the beginning. Like, this is just the beginning of this simple launch that we want to do. But like Allie said, we want to build on it. Like, how amazing would it be to be like, okay, here's your 7-day. Now what? Okay, here's like a 30-day social media plan, right? Like, we are excited to be able to continue to build on this. So I wanted to like make sure I put all of those things in here.
I have no idea because they leave it in.
I'm gonna click mute. I'm gonna share my screen really quick. I feel like there should be like a drum roll, like here we go. So the plan is you will be able to send this to your newest brand partner, and it is a 7-day simple guide. You can print it, you can use it on your phone as a download, whatever that may be. But how, like, I don't know, for me, it just feels so like I can take a breath of fresh air knowing that my newest brand partner, all I need to do is love on them and share this guide with them. And so what we want to do is you'll then send them, here we go. Let me share this. You will send them this as a PDF, or it'll be a Canva template link. I do want to work on getting this to work in a Google link as well. Of course, that takes time and cramping and editing and all of those things. But right now it's PDF form or Canva template form. So you'll send this to your newest brand partner. This will be their 7-day social media business launch. So I'm not going to go through every single tiny detail. That's what we want you guys to do. But like Allie said, you're going to see that the activities become pretty repetitive, because when they're done, we want them to be like, what do I do? Oh, I'm just going to keep doing what I was doing in that. So each day they're going to do 2 different, very specific posts. These are what Allie was coaching her team to do. It's not always about Bravenly, because sometimes, like she said, you get so excited about Bravenly and all of a sudden you look back and 9 out of 10 of your posts are Bravenly, 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 Bravenly. That is such a turnoff, you guys, and we know that. So this is going to help keep them not just vomiting Bravenly all over their social media. So this is going to be the plan. Now, of course, when you guys are doing this, it's not going to look the exact same because you guys have been with Bravenly for a while. So can you do like a teaser post and things like that? No. Be creative, you guys. I think you guys can probably handle that. We'll probably drop some suggestions as we're kind of going through this the next 10 days of things that you can do. But you're going to start creating engagement. You're going to get your newest person creating engagement. You're going to get them to pique that curiosity. So their network is like, what are they up to? What's going on? Then you're going to start, look, the beauty about this as well is you want to empower your newest brand partner, right? Like, you want to love them, you want to hold their hand, but you want to empower them to have the tools to be able to go and do what they need to do. So they're going to now start creating that list, posting in their stories. Believe it or not, most 80%ers haven't been posting in their stories. They don't even understand the importance of posting in their stories. This is something that is so simple that we forget to tell our newest people. Get a selfie ready, because guess what? They're going to have to do their launch post tomorrow. And most people are like, wait, you want me to do what? You want me to take a picture of myself? Yes, take a picture of yourself. Then each month, I'm going to set myself a reminder. I will update this to have the newest Jumpstart training that Ashley does. That's about 45 minutes. So they're going to watch that Jumpstart training. You guys, that is gold. Every single newest brand partner should be watching that Jumpstart training, because she unpacks everything in 45 minutes. Like, it's all there. That is one of the systems and one of the things that we love so much about Bravenly is there's so much there that we can utilize, right? So they're going to watch that Jumpstart training. They are going to get all of that. Also on that first one, they're able to either click this image right here. It will take them immediately. Your newest brand partner will need to be a part of Bravenly Nation for most of these links to work. I will say that, because this will take them to a post on Bravenly Nation that will let them download the PDF. So they will need to be a part of that. So definitely add your newest brand partner to Bravenly Nation. So they can click on this right here. It'll get them to the PDF file to download the AT3 tracker, or they can use a notebook and notes on their phone. Pro tips. You'll see little pro tips in here. This right here, if they want to download the compensation plan, they can click this here. Y'all, Allie was really amazing about this. She's like, remember, the compensation plan has a glossary. Because Carly and I were like, we need a glossary. We need a glossary. And Allie's like, there is a glossary. It's in the comp plan. And we're like, oh, you're right. Why do we want to create something that's already there? So they just need to click this right here. It's got the comp plan, and the last few pages of the comp plan has a glossary of all the acronyms and all the things that we say that people may be like, what does that even mean? Right? So then you're going to go to day 2. Here's your morning post. Here's your afternoon post. A little pro tip on how to work through those posts. Then you're going to get your activities. This is where it's going to start seeming redundant because this is our Bravenly system. They are then going to learn more about the AT3 system. They're going to learn it in that Jumpstart training, but they're going to learn it again because let me tell you, as a former special education teacher, you got to teach the same thing like 55 times until it's actually retained. So they're going to go back and they're going to learn again about our AT3 system. Then they're going to start messaging people. And this is where you want to probably check in on them because that gets scary. But hey, all they have to do is say, hey, have you heard of Bravenly? That's it. We're giving them a script, an example of what they can say. Then they're going to learn how to work them through that AT3 system. They've got asking, sharing, different tools that they can share, third-party tool. They're going to use the AT3 system with anyone that commented. And then they're going to do a short launch video of their story so people can see their face, right? We all know the importance of excitement. Okay, here's a little pro tip. Again, I'm not going to read this entire thing for you guys. You guys will go through it yourself. Day 3, their morning post, their afternoon post, a little pro tip, activities that they do for the day. You're going to see, add some things to your stories, add some names to your list, go through the AT3 system with people. Then we have continue educating. I'm gonna put why this was put on here. Continue educating yourself on the products, but then I'm directing them to the YouTube channel, and then I click that link. I think something that I often see is somebody be like, hey, does anybody have this video? Yada, yada, yada. We want them to be empowered to know where to find the tools. So now they're going to be able to know, oh, if I go to their YouTube channel, because Bravenly's YouTube channel is amazing, all of those videos are there. Go and start researching the products on there. Day 4, here's your morning post. Here's your afternoon post. Here are your activities for the day. You're going to see 1 through 4 are pretty much going to be the same moving forward. That 5th one's going to be a little bit different. That 5th one for day 4, you're going to check in with your sponsor, right? Sometimes we as their sponsor are busy, right? Like the life gets the best of us and we forget to follow up or we forget to do this. So they are now like, go check in with your sponsor. Let them know how it's going. What questions do you have, right? Like what struggles are you having? Day 5, same thing, morning post, evening post, activities looking very similar. Right here it even says, you're realizing it's becoming pretty repetitive because this is our system. That last thing is watching a social media training. Allie's How to Share Your Story is just too good not to be a part of this launch. It is just too good because, right, some of us will see our newest brand partner, all of a sudden, they're just throwing up like graphics all of a sudden, and they're doing all this stuff. And we're like, wait, Allie has done such a phenomenal job helping people with social media. And like we said, a lot of us build on social media. And so that training is just too good not to be a part of this launch. And so watching that training that Allie did on how to share your story, day 6, here's your morning post, here's your afternoon post. Again, these are not like cut and paste. These are fill in the blank kind of posts. These are things that we want them to make personal to them. Day 6, same activities. You're going to follow up. We gave them some good follow-up script ideas. They don't have to use these, but these are just examples. Add to your story, add to your list, use AT3, right? It's becoming pretty repetitive. Then that on day 6, they're going to download boards, right? Like how many times do we forget to tell them to download boards? I've like literally been like, oh, it's in the boards. They're like, wait, what's boards, right? Download boards. Everything they need is in the official Bravenly boards app, right? So they're going to click here. That's going to take them to a link in Bravenly Nation that explains how to get Bravenly boards. Last day, here's your morning post. Here's your evening post. Then you've got your activities, add to stories, do your AT3, add to your list. All right, you've completed your 7 days. I know you guys are probably like, well, that seemed pretty simple. That's the point, right? That's the point. We want it to be super simple. But then now what? Go visit Bravenly Home. It's got that password impact for more trainings and resources because now they've been empowered to all of these resources. They've got all of this information. And now they feel like our biggest goal, and I think this is what Allie does so, so great with, is we just want them to have a win. We are not sitting here saying, hit the 400 club in that first week, although that would be a great win. Hit senior brand partner right when you join, right? That's a great win. But you know what's going to make somebody happy and stick around? If they get a new customer that first week. That's really what our goal is with this, is to have them have a win within those first 7 days. And so we wanted this to be super, super simple. So the newest person with no experience could literally take this guide and just run with it. When I first jumped into network marketing, this is exactly what my sponsor did. She literally came to my house, because we live by each other, and brought me a binder full of this kind of stuff. And it was like my little Bible. I clung to it. So we're hoping this really empowers your newest people to have all the things to be able to be super successful in a super simple way. So again, this is something that we can build on. This is something that may have mistakes in there. There may be things. Please, please, please just message me if there's an error, if a link's broken, or if something's going on. I'm only human, right? I make mistakes. So if there's something wrong, that's why we want you guys to work through this. We actually have a few brand new brand partners that just started yesterday and today, and they are so excited already to work through this. And they already know. I'm going to just tell you, we have some that are brand new, and you know what people love to do? They love to help. And we really need their help. And we said, you're brand new, and we really want your feedback on how this is going to work as a new brand partner. And they are like, sign me up. I'm so excited. This is perfect, because now not only can they work through the system, they can give us really good feedback and feel like they're also contributing as well. And so you got new brand partners, let them work through it too. So anyways, Carly's amazing. She has amazing prizes. I'm going to go. Can I go for that green apple rush, my husband's favorite, please? But thank you, ladies. Allie, Carly, thank you so much, so much. I feel so excited that we finally have this put together.
I am so excited. You guys, thank you, ladies, so much. I so appreciate you. Again, Allie, for having this incredible abundance mentality that you share, what you've created, and for Kristen for putting your beautifying touch, your organization, your teacher skills into it. I mean, it's all come together lovely. And just remember what they said, you guys. So when we are in a state of overwhelm, which a lot of us were with everything that was created, what happens? We get into analysis paralysis, right? And what we want, we don't need people to know everything. We just want to get them in action and repetitive, simple action. Ignorance on fire, right? Ignorance on fire. So that's what it's going to be, you guys, as we slowly teach them what they need to know, rather than them feeling this state of overwhelm with all of the information. So I believe that's what it's going to do. I love what Kristen said about, let's incorporate our new brand partners. Let's make them a part of this. That's such a true thing. When somebody feels like they're a part and they can contribute, then they're part of the family. So yes, definitely have that messaging with your brand partners that you want their feedback, and they get to be one of the first to be a part of this new system. So anyway, if you guys have questions, let us know. We're going to go ahead and Legacy Alliance, we're going to go ahead and make sure that we upload this, and then, or, your team pages, your leaders will make sure that you get that in there. Please, again, reach out with any questions, anything, like if typos, let's be real, well, they're probably there. So please go ahead and let us know. And again, we're going to start tomorrow morning. I say we all run through it, because if all of us go through each of these steps, that's going to be massive action in this team. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And yes, Green Apple, the Simply Modern Cup, or Simple Modern Cup, run for those, you guys. And we'll keep it short, but I want to thank you guys so much for popping on here. We had total over 100 people show up on this Zoom. So really proud of the team for showing up. I love and appreciate all of you guys. So have a great night. Bye.